Hello, I'm Juniper, or Rennie, however you know me, uh, whether or not you've met me, yeah. So, today I have randomly decided I want to talk about all the different Maple Shades Vengeance characters and list my opinions, my honest opinions on them. So, today I've decided I'm going to be talking about Mapleshade, Frecklewish, and possibly Oakstar. I haven't decided yet, depending on how long it'll take me to talk about Frecklewish and Mapleshade. I might talk about Oakstar, I might not. I don't know yet. Anyways, so, yes, this is very random, but here. I am in the middle of drawing Frecklewish, because Frecklewish. I tried to record the video with another screen recorder, but that one decided to delete everything, so I had to just get a new app because it was being bad. Anyways, once again, I go by Juniper and Rennie on this platform just because I don't want everyone calling me by my, name, because it, just makes me uncomfortable. Because I don't want random people on the internet to know my actual name, so, yeah, I go by Juniper and Rennie on the internet. Anyways, I should, yeah, this is unscripted, so if I stutter or anything like that, don't really pay attention to it. It's just me being really not. It's not really me being weird. It's more of me not knowing what to say at some points of the video. That's it. I'm stuttering a bit just because I really don't know what I should be saying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I'm really bad at explaining things. Anyways, so I'm gonna list. This is the list. I am going to be talking about Frecklewish first because I'm literally drawing her, and then I will be talking about Mapleshade and possibly Oakstar after Mapleshade. Anyways, so here's some rules before I get started. If any of you guys are Mapleshade sympathizers or support all of her actions, cool. But do not spam my comment section with stuff like, oh my gosh, all of the cats Mapleshade killed deserved it. They all need to go die and go to the Dark Forest. Mapleshade should be in Starkland, da 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 da. Please respect my opinion. I understand if you don't agree with it, you're allowed to disagree with it. But don't be rude about it, please. I'll respect your opinion as long as you respect mine. That's about all I have. 2, I am not going to treat any of these characters like they're cute, innocent little things. I am going to be honest. I'm not going to just be like, oh my gosh, they're so sweet and kind. I love the way they look. Therefore, they do not deserve what happened. No, I'm going to actually be honest. I'm going to give my honest opinion. I'm not going to treat Mapleshade like a beautiful queen, almost everyone in the fandom treats her. I'm not saying everyone does. I'm just saying some people treat her like she's an amazing queen, and she didn't want her kids to die and didn't mean to cause any harm to anyone. I'm not going to be treating Mapleshade that way. I am going to be treating her the way her character is. So, anyways, I am going to get started now. Once again, if you have any questions or I don't know, comment it. I don't really know. If you want me to talk about other characters in the series, I've read Dawn of the Clans all the way up until not all the way through the Broken Code, so I don't really know much about the Broken Code characters aside from Squirrelfly and Bramblestar, and yeah, I'm only third book in that arc, so yeah. Anyways, I am gonna start talking about Frecklewish now. So, Frecklewish is a she-cat in ThunderClan during Mapleshade's vengeance. She was sent to the Dark Forest because, according to the hunters, she did not help kits in need. Which, we don't know that for sure. The hunters know what happened, but, we don't know for sure because we never really got a perspective on what Frecklewish was doing when Mapleshade's kits drowned. I'm gonna be honest. So, we just really don't know. I'm sorry, but we really don't know for sure. 2, people mainly hate her. Well, 1, people hate her because of that. Her not supposedly not helping Mapleshade's kids when they were in need. 2, I'm struggling with this pose. I've never drawn it before, but anyways. 2, because of the high stone scene, I think, or high rock, I don't know what they called it. Not, because it changes all the time, so I honestly don't know what they called it. So, I'm just gonna call it high rock or high stone. Because the high stone scene. Like, the scene where she, like, claws Mapleshade's face or whatever, and calls the kids half-clan creatures. Yeah, that scene. And that's about it from all I know as to why everyone just hates her. Maybe it's because she hates Appledusk's guts or something. I don't know. But she has a good reason to. Like, we all hate someone for a good reason for the most part. Yeah. Anyways, I'm now going to get into, like, her character, what happened through her life. So, at the beginning of Mapleshade's Vengeance, there's a big battle. No, hold on. Let me see where it starts. I can't remember how it starts. Oh, it starts with a gathering, just cats gathering, and Mapleshade telling Appledusk she's gonna have kids and whatnot. I'm pretty sure y'all know how the book goes, but I'm just gonna explain it. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain Frecklewish's life. So, there's a huge battle between ThunderClan and RiverClan. Appledusk accidentally, like, pushes Birchface off of a stone or something, and he, like, falls into the river and drowns. Flowerpaw dives in trying to save him, but not dies. Well, yeah, they die, but, like, she drowns as well, is what I mean. So, Mapleshade, wait, no. Hold on. So, Frecklewish is, like, grieving over her brother and, like, Flowerpaw and stuff, and then, Mapleshade's pregnant with Kits, and she stays in the camp, and Frecklewish busts into her den, I think. And, yeah. I was trying to find a word for den, because I wasn't sure if it's called a den or, like, I can't remember what they call it. How come I can't remember what they call it? I can't remember what it's called. I'm just gonna call it a den, because I don't know what the little things the cats go into to sleep and whatnot. My memory is very bad right now, and I don't know why. Anyways, so she is, like, I'm gonna pause for a second to find better wording. Who's the father or something like that, and Mapleshade's like, oh, I'm raising these babies alone, like, they're mine. And so then she's like, oh, is it because their dad's dead? Is it because it's Birchface? Like, Mapleshade's like, oh, yeah, Birchface is definitely their dad, and I'm definitely not lying to your face right now. So Frecklewish is all happy, and she sits next to Mapleshade, and Mapleshade is like, ew, get off of me, and all that jazz, because she hates Frecklewish for some reason. Literally, Frecklewish didn't do anything, but it's okay. After Mapleshade has the kits, Frecklewish is all excited, and she's, like, basically a second parent to them, because she feels like they're her brother, like, she has some of her brother left, and she's all happy now, because she's, like, not depressed anymore. She's gotten over her brother's death and whatnot, and she's doing great. But then there's the High Rock scene, and Frecklewish finds out that Mapleshade was lying to her face and claws her face and calls the kits half-clan creatures. I'll talk more about the scene later. I'm just explaining what kind of happened through her life from what we know in Mapleshade's Vengeance. So, So, basically, sorry, I was, like, looking at the tail because it bugs me. So, Frecklewish is just chilling, I guess, after the Mapleshade and her kits are exiled. Oakstar, bad move. She decides to follow Mapleshade outside of the territory just to make sure she had left and stuff, because of course, like, it makes sense to make sure whoever was, like, kicked out of the clan, they actually left, because they could easily just be hiding in the territory and stuff. We don't know how long she followed Mapleshade. We don't know how far. Like, we don't know for sure. So, well, actually, we kind of know. So she'd apparently followed them to the river, but we don't know how long she was there and watched. We don't know how long. We're gonna, like, we don't know for sure, so yeah. Anyways, so she goes back to the clan and tells them that Mapleshade left and stuff. And yeah, so I was hoping that would be the end of Frecklewish's life. Like, she wouldn't die or anything yet, but nope. Okay. So she's going hunting with a few other cats. I can't remember their names because it's been a minute since I've read Mapleshade's Vengeance. She'd seen a blood trail or something. Here, hold on. Let me look at the book real quick because I actually don't. So I'm trying to. Sorry. So I'm. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking. Oh, so Mapleshade had killed a mouse, and Bloomheart had been with the patrol when they were hunting, or, like, patrolling or something, and Frecklewish had, like, seen it or something, and Mapleshade had seen Frecklewish. So Frecklewish saw the dead mouse or something, and she saw Mapleshade later on. Like, Mapleshade was like, boo, I exist now. And Frecklewish was like, so some people also think Frecklewish was, like, overly aggressive in this scene. I'm not saying all people, once again, I'm not saying all people feel this way, but some people feel like Frecklewish was over aggressive in this scene. So giving her a chance to actually leave, which there's a good point for Frecklewish. There's proof she doesn't hate Mapleshade very much. Like, and some people are like, well, she got really mad at some point later, pretty soon after. And it's like, okay, yes, she did get pretty upset soon after, but that was because Mapleshade was sitting there taunting her. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if I were Frecklewish, if I saw her, I would be like, yeah, no, get off my territory right now. Or like, I'll shred you type of thing. Like, yeah, would be very violent, but like, after what Mapleshade did to Frecklewish, like, yeah, no, I would not just let her off the hook like that. And plus, Mapleshade isn't a part of the clan anymore, so she doesn't really have a right to be on their territory, you know? So Frecklewish gives her a chance to leave the territory before calling the rest of the patrol, and Mapleshade refuses, and she's like, you like watching helpless kids die, don't you, Frecklewish? And Frecklewish just gets very upset, and she's like, I didn't know they died, type of thing, which is proof that she was not there the entire time. She was not there the entire time watching. That is proof, because she didn't know they died. So then she says she wishes Mapleshade was dead, which is understandable. Mapleshade moves a rock, and, like, the snake leaps out at Frecklewish and kills her. Well, blinds her. She doesn't die right away. She, like, goes blind. Poor Frecklewish. Anyways, I am not saying Frecklewish is sweet and innocent either, so don't think I'm doing that. I'm trying to, like, come up with, like, so, anyways, she lives for a little bit, but because ThunderClan is left without a medicine cat, she dies pretty soon after. So, poor Frecklewish did not deserve to die that way. Anyways, time to skip back over to the High Stone scene. So, Frecklewish, oh my goodness. So Frecklewish, after she'd found out that Mapleshade had been lying about who the kid's father was, like, she had gotten very upset and enraged by the whole situation, and probably wasn't thinking at the time because she was still grieving, you know? I'm pretty sure we all would have done the same if we were grieving in the moment because, you know, like, think about it. You're dating your like, lying, okay, just think about it. Like, think about it for a second. Imagine, like, your brother gets killed by this, like, we're going to pretend, even those of you that might not have a brother, we're just going to pretend you do for this scenario. So, think about it this way. If, sorry, I'm trying to find the right wording again, because I'm really bad at words right now. Shoot, I can't think right now. Hold on. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. It's going to take me a second here. I'm going to pause while I remember what I was going to say. Bye. Okay, as I was saying, just think about, like, what if your brother were to get killed and then you find out a close friend of yours is pregnant with the child, you know? And you ask to know, like, who's the father, and you're like, oh, well, like, is it my brother? And she's like, oh, yeah, definitely. Your brother's definitely the father of my kids, even though he really isn't. And then later on, like, lies to your face about the whole, like, lies to your face about who the real father actually is, like, secretly dating your brother's killer behind your back type of thing. And that, like, how do you feel? Just be honest. Like, I know it's weird for me to be comparing a cat to a real situation that could actually happen, but, like, I'm just trying to come up with a good way to explain the rage she probably felt. Once again, I'm not, like, fully supporting Frecklewish. At least I'm trying not to. Like, I'm not meaning to support her if I am. Like, I do not agree with her actions fully, but I'm just saying, like, I probably would have done the same thing if I found out something like that, you know? And so she had been pretty upset with the whole situation and had called Mapleshade's kids half-clan creatures, which I personally would not have done. Frecklewish, that was a very bad move. I would not have done that. Don't do that. You don't call a mother's children that's basically cat language for freaks. You don't do that. Sorry, Frecklewish. Like, no, you don't do that. Why am I treating her like she's a real person? She really isn't. But, like, anyways, like, then claws Mapleshade's face. Like, I probably would have done the same, especially because of that lie Mapleshade told. Like, that wasn't an okay thing to do. I'm gonna be honest there. Like, Mapleshade, you messed up. That's not good. Like, you can't just, like, that's the consequence. Like, Frecklewish never hated you. At least from my knowledge, she didn't hate you ever. She's just, yeah, she thought you were, like, the little bit of her brother you had. She thought you were, like, oh my goodness. She thought that you were, like, close with her brother, you know, like, y'all were mates at some point and these were his kids, you know? Like, yeah, you can't just really do that and just be like, I'm so innocent, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, everyone is after me. You can't do that. Sorry, Mapleshade. So no, Frecklewish is not innocent either. But now here's the lake scene I was ranting about for a second, I think. No, that was her death. So basically we know she followed Mapleshade to make sure she had actually left the territory. However, we don't know for sure if she actually, like, stayed at the lake very long after. Plus, maybe if she did watch, maybe she watched to make sure the kids would make it out okay, you know? But we really don't know how long she was sitting there watching Mapleshade and her kids. We don't know if she was watching them. Actually, no, she was definitely watching them. But, like, we don't know how long we don't know how long she was at the lake. We don't know. Like, we just don't know for sure, you know? So, just don't know for sure, if you know what I mean. And yes, I know this is probably not how most of you picture Frecklewish, but I just decided I wanted to go for, like, a more muted color palette because I felt like it. I just want to try different, like, shades of brown and orange on Frecklewish. So this is the more muted tone. Anyways, as I was saying, Frecklewish, we don't, like, even if maybe she did watch the kids drown. No, she did. I just said, because there was evidence as to her not actually being there, because she didn't know they drowned, and she didn't want them to die. Like, anyways, so we don't know how long she was there for, and plus she seemed very surprised when Mapleshade told her, like, her kids had drowned. Like, she wouldn't just lie and make that up, I don't think. And plus, maybe she didn't want, if she was there, maybe she wouldn't want to go in the river because her brother literally died going into a river, and it would have been a pointless death. Like, her death literally would have been pointless. Plus, there was a River Clan patrol, like, nearby, so she probably didn't think anything of, like, oh, I should probably go help. Maybe she just thought, like, oh, well, I'm trying not to die, so there's a River Clan patrol right there, so I'm sure they'll be fine. Like, it could have easily been something like that. So she probably left and just chilled and hoped for the best. I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. Anyways, I honestly think that Frecklewish did not deserve the Dark Forest. She didn't deserve to get put in there, and my reasoning for that is, like, yes, the hunters say, oh, well, she didn't help the kits. Well, one, there's no proof that she was actually there when the kits were dying. There's no proof that the kits were actually there. I mean, not, oh, wait, the kits were there. Like, there's no proof that she was actually there and watched them die. There's no proof of that anywhere. Like, one, she was surprised when she found out Mapleshade's kits had died. Two, like, you never know. She, like, yeah, she attacked the mother, but, like, I'm not gonna say she had a right to, but she honestly, like, she was probably going through a lot of emotion then, so she didn't really know what to think at the time. Like, I'm just gonna say this, when I'm upset, I don't really know how to think either. Like, no, I am not supporting her, like, hurting someone, but, like, I don't know how to explain the way I'm thinking. I'm really bad at explaining the way I'm thinking right now. So, like, yeah, she was probably just going through a lot, and I'm not supporting her decision of attacking the mother, but, like, oh my gosh, I can't, the way I'm explaining stuff sounds so weird. I'm just gonna move on now. Like, I'm gonna finish up with Frecklewish and just move on because I really don't know what else to say. And I really don't know, like, I just don't know. So, anyways, sorry, I thought I heard something. I'm gonna take a short break after, which will be very short for you guys because I'll just be cutting it out of the video when when I'm gone. But Frecklewish, in my opinion, does not deserve the Dark Forest. In my opinion, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like if any of the cats out of Apple Dusk, Frecklewish, and, like, all of those guys, I feel like Oakstar deserves the Dark Forest the most, but he still made it into Star Clan. So, like, Frecklewish doesn't, like, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna pause now, take a second. Bye for a moment. Alright, I am back, and I'm ready to talk about Mapleshade for a very short period of time because I don't have much to say about her. So, Mapleshade, once again, is, like, the main antagonist of... No. I don't know. No, she's not an antagonist. I don't know what she would be, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what she would be. I'm sorry. But she's, like, the main character in Mapleshade's Vengeance. Yeah. So, most people are like, oh, so basically, I'm pretty sure everyone knows the way her life went at this point. So, I'm not gonna bother explaining her life. Sorry, guys. I just don't want to take the time to explain it because probably literally everyone has read Mapleshade's Vengeance or has seen a map on it or something. I don't know. And I just honestly don't feel like explaining her life because I just kind of did all throughout Frecklewish's. So I really don't feel like explaining hers at all. So Mapleshade, she decides to have she's Apple Dusk's mate. So yeah, they're in a forbidden relationship, but there's many others that have been / were in a forbidden relationship. Mapleshade is not the only one, so no, I'm not singling her out. So, Mapleshade, I'm honestly just not a fan of Mapleshade, and I have a huge list of reasons why. So, Mapleshade, she had kits. She lied to everyone in her clan about the kid's father. She could have easily said, when Frecklewish said, oh, are those Birchface's kids? She could have easily went, no, sorry. I'm raising them alone, you know? She could have easily done that, and she probably would have saved her kids' lives that way. Mapleshade, you made a pretty dumb decision. I know you could have done better than that. You are smart, but that was a really bad decision. So she takes her kids out to the river at some point and tries to, get Apple Dusk's attention. Milkfur, I think, the deputy of River Clan, had even told her after saving the kits, hey, do not bring the kits out here. They are not old enough to swim. Even the deputy had given them a warning, but Mapleshade had still, yeah. So she'd gotten many warnings, and Ravenwing had seen her, with Apple Dusk and stuff, and he asked her if Apple Dusk was the father, and she's like, oh yeah, he's the father. So then, not Mapleshade, Ravenwing not wanting to go against his clan, his leader and stuff, because he's supposed to tell the leader stuff, you know? He tells Oakstar, and that leads to the High Stone scene. Mapleshade walks into camp as if nothing happened, and everyone's really mad at Mapleshade. Frecklewish hadn't been there yet, I don't think. And she's like, oh, what's up, guys? And Oakstar's pretty much straight up asks, demands to know, hey, are your kids not related to my son? Is my son not the father? And so she's like, yeah, no, he was never the father. I lied. That's not exactly what she said, but you guys get what I mean. And he's like, oh, well, I'm exiling you then. And Frecklewish comes out, and she's like, no, wait, no, hold on, sorry. So Oakstar's like, hey, who's the father of your kids? And Frecklewish races out, and she's like, we all know it's Birchface. And then Mapleshade's like, oh no, it's actually Apple Dusk. And then Frecklewish goes, excuse you, what? And then attacks her and claws her face, and then they get banished or exiled. I couldn't find the right word again. They get exiled, and yeah, rather than going somewhere to a kitty pet place or something, she had so many options. She decided to cross that freaking river. Even though she knew it was a terrible idea, actually, she probably didn't know it was a terrible idea, but it was still a terrible idea. Mapleshade, you're an idiot. But yeah, there were so many better options, I'm gonna be honest. She could have saved her kids if she just gone to a kitty pet place, or found a place to stay for a little bit before and waited the next day to cross or something. She could have, and I'm pretty sure there was a bridge at the time too that she could have crossed. Girlie, why didn't you just cross the bridge? But yeah, her kids died. She decided she was gonna blame the deaths on Ravenwing and for some reason not Oakstar, but Apple Dusk and Frecklewish. How does that make sense? You blame literally everyone that didn't have anything to do with the situation, really. Oh, I just realized I forgot the part where Frecklewish clawed her face and called the kids half-clan creatures, but it's okay, because I already explained that in Frecklewish's part. Girlie, Miss Girl, what? It's just some wild stuff, I'm gonna be honest. So, yeah, then she decides to go on this huge killing spree and kill literally everyone that had not done very much at all. and she just decided she was gonna go kill literally everyone that had nothing to do with it, even though it was more of like freaking Oakstar's fault than any of the others. Like, they didn't do anything, but whatever. Yeah, so Mapleshade didn't make a very good choice. Like, she didn't make any good choices throughout her life. Sorry, Mapleshade, but you really didn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, she could have made better decisions throughout her life. But that's besides the point now. She seriously could have saved her kids' lives, but I guess she decided she didn't want to. But yeah, she pretty much blamed the deaths on everyone and then just pretended she didn't do anything really and didn't cause them. So yeah, I absolutely hate Mapleshade for that reason. Like, she's a terrible person. I hate her a lot. Which, yes, is probably very rude, but like, I just hate her because of the dumb choices she made. Like, she made very dumb choices. Like, she could. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna shut up about Mapleshade. But yeah, dislike Mapleshade, always have disliked Mapleshade. Actually, that's a lie. I just said, when I made that one video on Mapleshade's Vengeance that didn't make any sense, I liked her then, and I think I was a supporter. But after I had reread the book and whatnot, I decided she was a terrible cat, and I hated her. So, I think because the video is long enough and I'm, like, done with the drawing, basically, I don't think I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna do the lighting, like, speed it up a little bit, and I'm not gonna talk about, what's his face? I'm not gonna talk about Oakstar, because I just don't have time to. I might talk about him in another video, I'm just not going to right now, because, yeah. Anyways, that's all, I guess. I don't know how to end videos. I don't do very many talking I don't do many talking videos, as you can tell. Once again, this was unscripted, so I didn't really know what to say. And depending on how people find this video, like, see this video, like, their point of views on it, I might remake it later on, because I don't think I did a very good job. Like, I just don't think I did a very good job. But yeah, I tried to be as honest as possible with the characters, even the one I like, Frecklewish. I'm gonna be honest though, I do like Mapleshade as a villain, but the way she acted in her book was not very good. Like, in, Crookedstars, I just mixed Crookedstar and Goosefeather's books up. Like, when she appeared in Crookedstar's Promise, that was a very good appearance for a villain. I liked that. She was good there, but, like, the rest of it, no. I did not like that very much. Yeah, it was not very good for, like, the rest of her appearances, in my opinion. She could have been way better in the other appearances she made. Like, Goosefeather's Curse, I feel like that appearance was almost pointless. I don't know. I just don't feel like that was, like, it was just kind of pointless to me. Because she just appeared for, like, 2 milliseconds and then just was like, oh, okay, goodbye. Like, see you later, and just disappeared off the earth. Like, that's about it. And she's a decent villain in, like, Omen of the Stars, I think. She's decent. She's not my favorite there, but in Crookedstars Promise, she was amazing. And otherwise, in her own book, she was not, like, why did you go kill a bunch of cats that didn't do anything wrong? Like, if anything, go kill Oakstar. Like, do what you did in my AU. Go kill Oakstar. Like, not, actually, no, she killed, like, more cats, like Perchpaw and, like, Oakstar, and then it was, like, Frecklewish, Ravenwing, and all that. I'm not sure if you guys remember that, but it was a really bad AU. I might try to rehost that another time once my other projects are done, but I'm not going to be rehosting that project now, just because, you know, I kind of already have many projects out that I'm trying to get done, but I'm not doing very well on getting done, if you know what I mean. I think most of you know what I'm talking about. I have, like, 6 or 7 projects that need done, that I'm trying to get done. And for some reason, silly me decided to rehost a map with my favorite song because I was originally just gonna apply for it, but then the host was like, "Oh, actually, I'm gonna need a rehost. Like, I'm gonna need someone to rehost it." And I was like, "Oh, I'll rehost it," because no one had really like, I didn't want because it was a really cool idea and I just liked it. But yeah, it was not the smartest decision. But anyways, yep, I'm almost done with the shading. So yeah. Anyways, that's all. Goodbye.